What if you could trigger your body's repair system without skipping a single meal? Most people think fasting is the only way to activate deep cellular repair. But here is what nobody talks about. The science has already moved past fasting. Researchers discovered something that changes everything you thought you knew about this. There is a specific amino acid ratio that fools your body into thinking it is fasting. Same repair, same cellular cleanup, but you are sitting down eating a real meal. Stay with me, because this next part is the most important thing you will hear. Your body runs a powerful internal cleanup system inside every single cell you own. Scientists call it autophagy, and it is responsible for slowing aging from the inside out. It clears out broken proteins, damaged parts, and worn-out cellular machinery, slowing you down. When autophagy is working properly, your energy improves, your brain sharpens, your cells perform better. A Japanese scientist spent decades studying exactly how this process works at the molecular level. In 2016, Yoshinori Ohsumi won the Nobel Prize for his research on autophagy. This is not a biohacking trend. This is Nobel Prize level, peer-reviewed, established biology. Now here is what most people get completely wrong about how autophagy actually gets triggered. Everyone assumes autophagy only switches on when you stop eating entirely for long periods. That made sense for a long time, because fasted animals always showed elevated autophagy markers. But as research got more precise, scientists discovered something far more interesting beneath the surface. It was never about the absence of calories, it was always about specific molecular signals. And those signals come directly from the type and ratio of amino acids you eat. That single discovery, that distinction between calories and signals, changes absolutely everything for you. Here is what nobody talks about. Your body cannot run growth mode and repair mode together. It is always choosing one or the other based entirely on the signals it receives. The molecule making that choice is called mTOR, your body's cellular construction foreman. When mTOR is switched on, your body enters full growth mode, building, accumulating, expanding constantly. When mTOR quiets down, the cleanup crew finally gets permission to come in and work. And one amino acid more than anything else is the primary switch that turns mTOR on. That amino acid is leucine, and it is hiding in almost everything you eat daily. Chicken, beef, eggs, dairy, whey protein, all of these are absolutely loaded with leucine. Write this down. Even small amounts of leucine are enough to fully activate mTOR signaling. That protein shake you had this morning did not just feed your muscles after your workout. It simultaneously shut down the cellular repair crew that was actively working to clean you up. Leucine does not work alone either. Isoleucine and valine push mTOR in the same direction. Then there is methionine, a sulfur amino acid found heavily in beef, eggs, and poultry. Methionine activates IGF-1, a second equally powerful blocker that keeps autophagy completely locked out. Think of it as two locks on the same door, and most diets keep both engaged. Here is the part that most health-conscious people have never once stopped to consider seriously. You do not have to stop eating protein, you just have to eat different protein ratios. That is the metabolic loophole, the blind spot that almost nobody in nutrition ever discusses openly. Your body has internal sensors constantly monitoring the composition of amino acids circulating in your blood. These sensors are not tracking how much protein you ate. They track what kind specifically. They measure the ratio of essential amino acids to non-essential amino acids in your system. Essential amino acids are ones your body cannot make. You must get them directly from food. Non-essential amino acids are ones your body can produce on its own without dietary input. When essential amino acids dominate, your sensors read abundance. mTOR fires. Autophagy completely stops working. But when non-essential amino acids make up the larger share, your sensors read something like scarcity. And scarcity is the exact language that autophagy has always been waiting to hear from you. Research from the Salk Institute helped clarify what serious longevity scientists have now confirmed together. When non-essential amino acids represent roughly 60 to 70% of your total amino acid intake, and when leucine stays below 8% and methionine below 5% of total intake, your body enters and sustains an autophagy state without any caloric restriction required at all. You are eating. You are satisfied. And your body genuinely believes it is in a fast. Most people get this completely wrong, thinking they need to suffer to get these results. Now let me show you exactly what this looks like on a completely normal Tuesday for you. The morning window is simple. Your job is to not slam the door on autophagy early. When you wake up, your body is already in a mild natural autophagy state from sleep. You have been fasting 7 to 9 hours overnight. The cleanup crew has been quietly working. Do not hit them with dense protein first thing. No eggs, no whey, no Greek yogurt yet. Black coffee is genuinely useful here. Caffeine independently activates AMP, a primary autophagy upregulation pathway. Your morning coffee is not just a habit. It is pharmacologically relevant to your cellular repair process. Green tea works too. Egg CG, its primary catechin, acts as a documented mild mTOR inhibitor. Fruit, non-starchy vegetables, small amounts of hemp seeds. These keep you eating without disrupting the ratio. You are not white-knuckling a fast here. You are simply eating with strategic awareness and intention. This next part is the most important meal of your entire day. Your midday bridge meal. Build it around plant proteins with naturally favorable amino acid profiles that keep leucine levels low. Lentils and rice combined. Their amino acid profiles complement each other and leucine stays significantly lower. Hemp seeds are genuinely one of nature's most underrated foods for hitting this specific amino ratio. Hemp protein sits at roughly 6% leucine, right inside the target zone you need daily. Pumpkin seeds are high in glycine, a non-essential amino acid that may actually support autophagy signaling. Chickpeas with tahini is another favorable combination, and it actually tastes good, which matters enormously here. Load the meal with olive oil and vegetables. Fat does not activate mTOR, vegetables do not either. You will be full, your cells will be cleaning. Both things are true at the same time. Now here is where it gets counterintuitive. The evening meal is where you deliberately reload higher protein. This timing is based on simple logic. You have spent the day in an autophagy-favorable state. The cleanup crew had hours to work. Now you give the construction crew their well-earned shift. Muscle protein synthesis happens primarily overnight during sleep, so load quality protein in the evening strategically. Fish is ideal here. Salmon, mackerel, sardines all have excellent profiles with lower methionine than beef. Pair it with sweet potato or quinoa to modulate insulin response and reduce overnight cortisol levels naturally. You are eating dinner like a completely normal human being, and your biology is running its protocol. Stay with me, because this changes everything about how quickly you will actually feel these results. Days 1 through 7 are mostly happening beneath the surface. Your body is quietly recalibrating its systems. Autophagy flux is increasing. Damaged proteins are being flagged. Mitochondria are beginning quality control processes internally. Days 8 through 21 is where you start noticing something real shifting in your daily experience. That afternoon energy crash you assumed was just adult life, it starts to ease noticeably here. Skin texture often begins improving because skin cells are among the most autophagy-active cells you have. Inflammation markers like IL-6 and CARP in blood panels typically begin moving in the right direction. By day 30, insulin sensitivity improves. Cognitive sharpness increases. Sleep quality often gets measurably better overall. Here is what nobody talks about. You do not have to take any of this on pure faith. The glucose-ketone index remains one of the most reliable indirect markers of autophagy favorable metabolic states. A G-key reading below 3.0 correlates strongly with active autophagy happening inside your cells right now. A continuous glucose monitor paired with a ketone meter gives you this real-time feedback affordably today. IGF-1 blood testing directly measures one of the two primary autophagy-blocking hormones in your system. You want IGF-1 sitting in the lower normal range. That is your confirmation the signal is working. Track these numbers over 30 days. That is your data. Not a guess, not a feeling. Now let me bring this all together clearly so you can start applying it immediately after this. Your body has a sophisticated Nobel Prize-validated repair system built into every single cell you own. The switch is not calories. It is signals coming directly from the amino acids you eat daily. High leucine, high methionine, essential amino acids dominant, mTOR fires. Autophagy door slams completely shut on you. Low leucine, restricted methionine, non-essential amino acids dominant, mTOR quiets. The cleanup crew gets full permission. Morning. Extend your natural autophagy window with coffee, green tea, and strategically low leucine foods only. Midday. Build your meal around lentils, hemp, chickpeas, proteins that naturally hit the favorable amino ratio. Evening. Reload with quality fish to drive overnight muscle synthesis while your body continues its repair work. Track your G-key and IGF-1 so you are working from actual data, not from guesswork or hope. That is the whole system. Longevity benefits without cortisol spikes, muscle loss, or canceled dinner plans ever. Just your body running the exact protocol it was always biologically designed and built to run perfectly. But here is one more layer that almost everyone completely overlooks when they learn about autophagy signaling. Your circadian rhythm directly controls how efficient your autophagy actually becomes throughout the course of each day. The same meal eaten at different times produces dramatically different outcomes at the cellular level for you. Same food, different clock, completely different biology happening inside your body, without you even realizing it. That is exactly what we are getting into next. Make absolutely sure you do not miss it.